G'day everybody. Well, it's about time I did a video. I apologise I haven't been doing much in a while. It's just been a really busy work schedule and it's going to be getting even busier, so I apologise for that. And I've got a bit of a cold at the moment, or a cough that just doesn't seem to want to go. But, I've noticed I've passed the 700 subscriber mark, and I'd just like to give a personal thank you to everybody who's subscribed and been watching my videos over the years. It's been a pleasure doing videos for you all, and I'm just glad so many people have gotten so much out of it. So yeah, thank you everybody, guys and girls out there, and there will be plenty more good content coming, including a video on this. I kitted out the LK145 Siren to make it look like a Sterling M10 or M5. It was actually really easy to do this. I just wrapped a bit of aluminium flashing, this stuff here. And that's 0.3mm, but I just used the 0.5mm stuff for it because it's a bit stronger. I just wrapped a bit around to make a cylinder, and then just 2 screws on the bottom to hold it. And then just made those up as well and just screwed it all together, so it's least destructive to the siren. I wasn't having to bore tons of holes in it to attach all this. It literally just sits on and it looks really good. I'm really pleased with it. And there were 3 existing holes there where there was this little bit of a mesh grill that went over that, which I took off ages ago and got rid of. And I've just widened them up and just tapped a thread into each so I can screw the intake ducts on it. And they look pretty good. It works really well. I did run it up to half speed, and it was pretty impressive. But next Saturday I will do a weekend on firing this thing up, I promise. If not, then well, goodbye. Not necessarily, but I will try to put some time aside to getting this thing running. I've been promising it for ages, but I just haven't had the time, so there will be a video on this, I can guarantee it. But yeah, also another little warning for those people who do want to get one of these, by all means do it. They're absolutely fantastic little siren, but run them through a variac, just even a dirt cheap 3A one like mine. Or it might actually be 10A, I'm not sure, but it does alright. Just run it up on a variac so you can at least control what speed you or what power you're putting into it. Like Sirens and Aviation said, he actually blew the motor up in his. I think it was Sirens and Aviation, he's another YouTuber, but he blew his motor up because he basically just plugged it into the wall, leaving it to run too long, which even though I keep it cooled with it, I don't keep it wired up, because in case it were to get stolen, for instance, I don't want somebody blowing it up in case I got a chance of getting it back. So yeah, it's just a little word of warning, be very careful with the amount of power you feed into it. Other things, I'm slowly building up a hammer mill. It's a project I've been wanting to do for ages, but I've really been held back because I haven't had the right amount of materials and stuff. But finally found an old car wheel hub that was thrown out of the bin at work, and I don't know what it was doing there, but somebody must have brought it in. And also got another old treadmill motor, found a treadmill on the side of the road, so I went by in the middle of the night and ripped the motor out of it when nobody was looking, and it's a good runner, it's really quiet. And I've just spent today actually welding it onto, welding the wheel hub onto the flywheel, which was good fun in its own. But if you do want to do it with one of these, make sure you weld the bearing up inside, because otherwise it'll just spin on the shaft. So I just did that. I just went around to each of the balls and just tacked onto it, just to stop them moving enough. And then I slid it on with a bit of flashing as a shim, and just pressed it on, put a big clamp on there to hold it, and then just tacked it on, and then just went through and fully followed it up. So that's nice and strong. I had it running before, and it doesn't go anywhere. So that's going to be the hub, and then I'll feature the bolts here. I'm going to be hanging. I'm going to put 2 hammers on each bolt. This is 2.5mm through 4 3/16 grade stainless steel. This is pretty tough stuff. You can abuse it quite a bit, and I should be able to get a fair bit of run time out of the machine without having to replace these hammers all the time. So I'll just be marking those up, might even take them to work and chop them up on the guillotine there and get them ready to go. But I do also have to find some suitable bolts for that, because these aren't a standard thread. They've got a tighter pitch. So might do a few more videos on putting this thing together. These are the parts of the casing. That's the front, that's the back. I just marked out the centre of it because I'm just going to cut a big sort of U shape out of it, big arch, and then cut that off, cut the half circle off, and just weld that all back together once I got it onto my chassis, which I've still got to get the material to make. Now I'm going to have probably roughly about either 80 or 100 mil long by 4.5 mil thick mould steel bar, which I'm going to make into an octagonal shape and then just weld onto this, and then have a little... Okay, apologies for that. Bloody camera batteries, they just don't seem to want to last these days. But anyway, as I was saying, that's going to be the back. I'm going to have my steel around it and a little screen for the discharge, and then I might work out a way to collect that in a container or something. But that's slow progress. There might be a few videos and putting it together, if I feel up to it, that is. But that's pretty much what's been going on at the moment, plus the occasional rubbish that's been following me home. It was our council collection, so we do have another nice motor to video at some point, pulling that one apart and overhauling it, getting it running again. That's if it's not rooted already. But anywho, I hope you enjoyed this. I apologise it's not much. I do have another video of blowing a busted SOX lamp up on a big Sylvania floodlight, which I'll put up later on. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this. Thanks for watching. Thank you again for subscribing and watching the videos, and I'll see you in the next video. And of course, always be safe with 240 volts or 120 or wherever you are in the world. It will kill you if you muck around too much. But thanks for watching and be safe.